Bedded Up Customs. I'm taking forever on this damn 74 because I got too much stuff going on with the new shop. Just busy. Trying to keep everybody happy. But as you can see, frame fully notched, fully rolled in. Like I said, there'd be that one patch piece. This is all stock right here. And then up in here, you can see it rolls. There's no flat edge, doesn't drop off. So it's all fully welded all through there. I mean, yeah, I could have sat here and rounded flatter and this and that, but hey, like I said, this is still better than any other notches out there, and I've seen a lot of them. You guys, man, and all the strength is still there in the frame. I hear a lot of people say, oh man, I don't want my frame cut because it's going to do this, oh it's going to do that, blah blah. Listen, I'm the suspension guy, let me deal with that, okay? As you can see, I paint this. I mean, you know, I could have cleaned it up probably a little better, but you know, it's got the rust scallops in there. It's not like I had them what do you want to call it, sandblasted. But maybe one of these days when I start getting into that, I'll, you know, send a set out, get them blasted, have them sitting there painted, ready to go, you know, assembly line shit. I just got the bolts that I needed to bolt all this together. My dumb ass, the nuts that hold the lower control arm in, they're 9/16. When I set this control arm in the other day, I don't know what I did with the nuts. So I was just at Farm and Fleet, and they don't carry 9/16. Here you go again. You can see this side. You can see how it rolls. So this rolls right into there. There's no edge. That's a power cable for the fucking subs. So I gotta tape this up real good. Just buy too much sharp metal, or I might move it up above in there. Don't need the tire rubbing it, and then, you know, you guys are putting fuses on these power wires in the trunk, but then you guys are not having a fuse underneath the hood. Now, if you have a fuse underneath the hood and a fuse in the trunk, if this wire shorts out anywhere, you know, from base and rattling, see how it's rubbing right there? You can sit here and rub, and then it burns through. Then it causes a fire. Well, if you have a fuse on the front by the battery to this, it's gonna pop it. And if you have batteries in the trunk that are hooked to this wire, and you have a fuse back there, it's gonna pop it. So now you're gonna save your car from burning. A lot of these guys run these power wires in through the car, underneath the back seat. Then you get somebody underneath sitting in the back seat, and the wire rubs through, and then later on it catches on fire. Double fuse your shit. Put a fuse in the front by the battery, put a fuse in the back. Too many of these nice ass old dunks getting burned up and box Chevys and shit like that because people want to jerry rig some wiring. Oh man, this side got a little overspray, so I'll go back over it and put a little shine back on it. Not too bad, but you can feel it. Yeah, everything's going pretty good. Oop, almost tripped. Back, of course, we still ain't done much more. I mean, the notches are done. As you can see, I used a 40. So I'm gonna go back over this with some more paint and fill it in. But you can see it rolls. There's no cut and notch. It's just pie cut underneath, pie cut on the top, and then it's rolled in. So now the tire will totally clear. I know a lot of people are like, oh man, you're giving away all the shit, woo woo woo. Well, I'm sorry. Like I said before, there's a lot of you guys out there. A lot of you guys out there that just can't do it. I mean, you might be able to cut the metal out with a plasma cutter all nice and neat, but then welding it back in. Man, if you ain't got this shit clean, you can be sitting there welding and tacking and popping for days, burning tips up. I got new bolts for this. I just had these laying over there. We're still going to put a sway bar across the bottom, which will keep these from doing this. We'll square all that up and get it set where we want it. Get the wheel on there. The skirts, as of right now, as you can see what somebody did here, the bolts are totally bondoed over. So what's probably going to end up happening, and I'm going to get rid of these. Definitely off the front. This and the back should still work, and as you can see, that's all bondoed over. But then what I'll have is probably one screw go through here from the outside of the skirt. But I got to cut all this shit off that's up here because it's, you know, somebody put a quarter on it or mudded it or whatever. I mean, look at how flimsy that shit is. Not too bad. But I did set this wheel under enough to where, I mean, I think this one's a 5-inch lip, so this car will be able to go with a 6-inch lip, possibly even a 7-inch lip. So, we'll see. Still got the fat girl sitting here. I just gotta get this one off the lip so I can get that one on the lip and change that damn axle seal. And like I said, I'm gonna lower it down another inch or two. It'll fit. It doesn't have any sounds in it at all right now. So obviously putting the sounds in it, rough estimate, about 200 pounds. I'm 260. When I sit on the trunk, it goes down about 3/4 of an inch. So that actually looks way better, you know. An inch or two changes the whole fucking look. There I go, cussing again, excuse me. But no, it's a nice ass car. Real nice car. About to pull it outside so I can have some room to work without getting grindings and all that all over it. But yeah, almost. I know I've said it over and over and over, but yep, almost. Same thing on this side. This originally had a mark right here where there was a 26 on it, and the 26-inch rim was digging in. So, I mean, we didn't file it too much, but grind it too much. But I should have switched to a 60 after doing the 40 and put a little finer lines in it, but that's okay. I'll put a little more paint on it. It'll be fine. The exhaust on this one is staying. I gotta adjust the uppers just a little bit longer. That passenger pipe over there was rubbing the axle tube just a little bit, but now that I got it lengthen the uppers just a little bit, it'll come off that, so his stock pipes will stay, but they're so damn small anyway, killing the big block. But like I said, I don't think he's keeping a big block in it, so that means I get to do a burnout in it. Burnout fucking king. And there I go cussing. Man, I gotta stop that. Sway bar, I'm pretty sure I showed that before. I painted that up. Real nice. Got brand new sway bar links. But yeah, slowly but surely, it's getting there. I'll get it all adjusted. I'll have the front all together. I'll have the front all together tonight. Wheels on it. I gotta take the rotors and clean them up. Like I said, this shit ain't staying on here. This is just for now. But I'll clean them up a little bit. Put some paint, you know, on this area, so you don't, when you see it through the wheel. The cap obviously is not going to be on there because it doesn't clear the wheel. But I'll get black on here, black on the outside here. I'll paint the whole thing, and then once the brakes, you know, let it wear off just where the paint is. But we are putting wheel woods on it later. But yeah, 74 Caprice drop top. Big block, 454, original. Cool car, real nice car. Drives real nice. It drove pretty smooth before, now it's gonna drive excellent. Still working on the T-type. Got a lot of shit going on. Shit's crazy. slowly getting a couple things out of here. As you can see, it's getting emptier and emptier. I think I'm gonna clean my big table off over there, go ahead and get it to the new shop, because we got the little bench of my brother's right here that we can use. We'll put this over there, use it for right now to finish up what I gotta finish up. I got that blue Cutlass sitting outside, and dude keeps you know, I know he's gonna listen to this, keeps giving me some nasty ass messages because I ain't touched this shit, but whatever. You know, the time it takes to do this shit, and with one person and all the things I got to deal with, home life, kids not wanting to go to school, you know, I got a normal life. I don't live beyond my means or nothing. I'm broke. I'm trying. I'm just a normal person. But when people get to, I mean, when someone starts texting and they're talking shit in their text, you know, ooh, this and that, and ooh, this and that, and blah, blah, this is a threat, or this is a promise, or this and that, I laugh my ass off at that shit because it's funny. Because I don't give a fuck. I'm right here. I'm not hiding. You know, I don't hide from nobody. I eventually answer my phone. If I'm not answering my phone, I'm most likely working. But all this street talking, this and that, blah, blah, I grew up in the hood. I grew up in the hood. A dude got his brains blown out right next to my mom's car. Right there in the morning on the way to school. Boom. Brains everywhere. The cats were eating the brain material. So anyways, whatever. I've been around almost damn near every gang out there, this and that. I don't give a fuck. The state got me down to something, but I'm not plugged. Never was plugged. But anyways, I work my ass off. I just wish I would have started working my ass off 10 plus years ago. And enough of me rambling. Let's see how many cars I can put out this year, because last year I put out a lot of cars by myself. A lot of cars. A lot of hits. I've worked on and I've fabricated on plenty of big name cars out there. And there's a lot of you guys out there that don't want to give me credit for it. Don't give me credit for it. We'll just call you a hater, you know? But it's all good. I know what I'm doing. And accidents happen. Things get messed up, you know? When people are calling and crying and complaining and oh, this and that, and you know, I explain it and explain it and explain it, and I got it in text message, you know, hey, this is what's going on. You know, the more truthful I am, it's like the more they want to scream, yell, cuss, act like they're tough. You know what I'm saying? If anybody wants to swing, I don't care, because I'm ready. And all that, the people talking about, well, it hasn't been in a while, but, you know, I'm going to smoke you and this and that, blah, blah. You know what? Bring it. Because when you pull up, you better hope you start shooting first. Not trying to be a badass or nothing, but I'll be doing a number with these cars. I'll be making them ride smooth, full turn. Ask Debo at Debo's. He's got the green 72 that I did earlier this year, or this time last year, on the 30s. He said that car's got full turn, rides smooth as hell. This one right here, full turn, rides smooth as hell. The spring rate that's in the back right now is made to have the subs and amps and all that in the trunk, so the back is just a little bouncy, but once you have the right weight in it, then the spring works properly. Any of you guys out there that keep hearing about, oh, I don't want to do coilovers because coilovers ride rough. If you're in a car that's got coilovers and it's riding rough, they're not set right. They're not set right at all. You do not use the spring to change the height in the back. Use the spring to change the height in the front, but then you still got your two switches, two knobs on the shock to adjust proper ride control and rebound. So best way to go, coilovers. And in my opinion, the best bang for your buck, Viking. Viking coilovers is where it's at. Alright, well, I'm just rambling now. I gotta get this front end together. With this shop, you can't even keep that warm. So I got my dryer on with the vent open on the back to blow heat in here. Got the shop heater going. And I got the office heater going. Just to try to keep some heat in this place. The new place, I set it at 60. Walk in there, the heater doesn't even turn on for 20 something minutes. Then it turns on and it turns off after like 3 minutes. That place stays nice and warm. Can't wait to get totally set up in there. But yeah, I love this shit. One of these days maybe I'll have the money to buy me a 71. 71, best year dunk, hands down. 71. And you know damn well I'll have a big block in my shit. Alright y'all, thank you. Subscribe, tell your friends and everything like that. Because I'm doing this YouTube thing again, you know. So subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff, however it goes. Once I figure out how to start editing these videos, and then getting somebody to follow me around so that way I can be on the other side of the camera, we'll get it going. I'll be popping these cars off this year. In and out, in and out, in and out. Alright y'all, Bedded Up Customs. QE1, Viking, Wellwoods, Forgiatos, billets, SD4s. There we go. Peace out. Bankroll 10 630-973-0415. Aurora, Illinois. Been doing this lifted car stuff with the big rims since 2006. But I actually had a Regal in 99 that I had jacked up with air shocks and some knuckles and some S10 rims with a 235/75 tire. It was rubbing when I was turning. I'll find some pictures of it. Peace out.